For the past 3 years, each January, there's a bizarre online puzzle game that's hosted by someone who calls themselves 3301. Their symbol is this Akeda. The complex puzzles draw elements of geography, mathematics, literature, hidden messages, data security, and philosophy. Physical clues have appeared in places diverse as Poland, Hawaii, Spain, Australia, and Korea. 3301 claims that its puzzles are an attempt to find intelligent individuals. However, they don't say why. Many people believe that these nearly impossible puzzles are a recruitment vehicle for organizations like the CIA or MI6. Beginning in late August, an anonymous 4chan user began posting hundreds of never-before-seen private photos of celebrities that were stolen from their hacked iCloud accounts. The victims were mostly females and high profile, such as Jennifer Lawrence, Scarlett Johansson, Kim Kardashian, and Kate Upton, just to name a few. Apple confirmed that these hackers had obtained these images by a targeted attack, though we still don't know who or how many attackers were involved. The FBI has since mentioned that they are looking into the case. Nearly 4 dozen high school students disappeared in Mexico after police stopped them from traveling to a protest. The cops then reportedly handed over the students to a cartel, who investigators say went on to execute them. Nearly 80 people have been arrested following the kidnapping, including a mayor, his wife, and a local police chief. But without the bodies, the case remains unsolved. There's a 40-ton boulder located on the shore of the Taunton River in Massachusetts called the Dighton Rock, and it is covered in puzzling petroglyphs. For nearly 300 years, people have speculated about its origin and meaning. Investigators have been attempting to decode the old glyphs since an English colonist first described the boulder in 1680, but they have had little success. In 1963, state officials removed the boulder and kept it for preservation. Most scholars think the stone carvings are of Native American origins. Some of the wilder theories have proposed that it was the work of the Portuguese, Chinese, or even the Haitian Phoenicians. The Green Children of Woolpit. The Green Children of Woolpit were 2 children who appeared in the village of Woolpit in Suffolk, UK in the 12th century. The brother and sister had green-colored skin, even though they appeared normal in all other ways. They spoke in an unrecognized language and refused to eat anything other than pitch from bean pods. Eventually, their skin lost its green color. After they learned English, they explained that they were from the land of Saint Martin, which was a dark place because the sun never rose above the horizon. They claimed they were attending their father's herd and followed a river of lights when they heard the sound of bells just before arriving at Woolpit. Some of the more unusual theories proposed for the origins of the children, or that they were hollow earth children, parallel dimension children, or extraterrestrial children. On June 30th, 1999, the body of Ricky McCormick was found in a field in St. Charles County, Missouri. McCormick had only been missing for about 3 days, but his body was already badly decomposed. In 2011, the FBI revealed that they had found 2 notes stuffed inside of McCormick's pocket, written in a complex and cryptic code. McCormick was a high school dropout, not necessarily a cryptologist, which makes this whole situation even more disturbing. Even America's top cryptographers couldn't decrypt the text. In 1985, a metal drum containing the remains of a woman and young girl were discovered in New Hampshire Bear Brook State Park. The 2 were related in some way, but they were never identified. 15 years later, another metal drum was discovered 100 feet away. This one containing 2 more bodies of 2 young girls, one of whom was related to the people found in 1985. The 4th victim, however, had no relations to the others. The bodies had been so badly deteriorated that authorities say they could have died as early as 1977. British Columbia Highway 16 has earned the name Highway of Tears because of the shocking number of women who have been murdered or have gone missing from that road. From 1969 to 2006, 18 women have met the same fate. The youngest victim was only 12 years old. American serial killer Bobby Jack Fowler, who died in 2006, was suspected to have carried out at least 3 of the killings. Most of the others, unfortunately, remain unsolved. On Christmas Eve 1945, the house belonging to George and Jenny Sauter burned to the ground. After the fire, 5 of their children were missing and presumed dead. However, no remains were ever found, and the fire had produced no smell of burning flesh. The fire was later ruled an accident, faulty wiring on Christmas tree lights. However, the electricity in the house still worked when the fire started. In 1968, they received a bizarre note and photo supposedly from their son Louis. The envelope was postmarked from Kentucky with no return address labeled. The Sauters sent a private investigator to look into the matter. However, he disappeared shortly after and never contacted the Sauters ever again. The Gilgo Beach Killer may still be on the loose. The Long Island serial killer, aka the Gilgo Beach Killer, was responsible for at least 10 murders, maybe even as many as 17 between 1977 and 2013. Most of the victims were sex workers, but the long list also included a toddler who shall remain unidentified to the public. NYPD detectives have allegedly spoke to the killer by phone in 2009 and had narrowed down his location to somewhere in Times Square. But he somehow avoided the frantic search and may still be out there to this day.